Hello, my beautiful friends. Here we are at day 64 of my 90-day challenge to shift my paradigm. And I feel that it should be a time to refocus on what this whole 90-day challenge is about. I know I jump on here sporadically now where it was every day. I've got so much going on with work transitioning and with the new baby in the house. It's all been a bit much. And it may seem that I'm erratic in what I'm doing, but I do have a plan. This whole challenge started with a few things. It started with first Napoleon Hill's Think and Grow Rich. Okay, there are 13 principles for success that he lists in this book. I recommend this book to everyone. So it starts with that book and reading it. And one of the things that he says is to write down your statement of purpose. And there's a guide in the book on how to format your statement of purpose. And so I did that. And he suggests that you read your statement of purpose twice a day, every day, in the morning when you get up and at night before you go to bed. And I can't tell you how many times that I've gone to bed so tired and said, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I don't want to get back up. I want to get back up. But I make myself get back up because of this 90-day challenge. I get up out of bed after I've laid down and I get up and I read it. Okay. When I get up in the morning, I don't want to do anything. I want to get my coffee. I want to do whatever. I want to lounge around. No, you got to read it first thing when you get up. So as soon as I can motivate myself to, I get over there and I read it. Another thing that I started doing also with this 90-day challenge is I got a planner. And so this is a budget planner and I've been diligently writing in it. And I've also got my editorial calendar that I have posted on my wall. And even if I don't get to something, it's still there in front of me. And then I can add it into the list for later on. I never cross anything off my list that I miss. I just tack it on to the end of the list and maybe change it a little bit if I have to. Another thing that I did was over my bathroom mirror, I wrote a winner never quits and a quitter never wins and a winner never quits. Yeah, a quitter never wins and a winner never quits. And I see that every time I go to brush my teeth 2-3 times a day, whenever I'm at home brushing my teeth, I see it and I read it and I think about that. And I think about persistence. It's about persistence, showing up when you can, as often as you can. My plan is to have a weekly educational video, a weekly demonstrational video, and a weekly vlog. So that's 3 videos that I've got plans for, but I haven't quite gotten it worked into my routine. But what I did work into my routine, I don't know where you jumped in on my challenge here, but I also added a arm workout challenge, which it's really hard for me to get into the gym. And I know this is for a lot of people too. They want to work out, they want to get better fit, but they're already got a full schedule like me. And so I found this little 90-day challenge, and there's tons of little challenges on Pinterest, but I found this challenge and I thought if I can sit down every single day at my desk here, then I can do a little challenge. So I added that into my routine. And I was listening to Jake Ducey, and so today I'm adding another little challenge, and he calls it the 5 by 55. He says, and you take your statement of purpose, which is another thing from Napoleon Hill's book, wrote down my little statement of purpose, this in a nutshell, and I fold it on a piece of paper and I keep it in my pocket. And then every time I put my hand in my pocket or anytime I'm doing whatever, I have that statement of purpose and I repeat it over and over and over again each time that I have it in my pocket. And so, but the rule of 5 to 55, something like that, is you take your statement of purpose and you write it 55 times for 5 days in a row, which that goes into what Napoleon Hill talks about in his book. He talks about autosuggestion. And we're trying to reprogram our minds, reprogram our paradigm. Because what is a paradigm? A paradigm is a thought that you think all the time, every day. A paradigm is what you get conditioned to. And so I'm trying to shift my paradigm. So I've got all these little things in place and I keep adding things incrementally and making all my plans and trying to work them out. But anyway, so today I start the challenge and I'm inviting you to do the challenge with me. It's 5 for 55, whatever, 55 times every day for 5 days. You write down your statement of purpose. And if you haven't done it, like I said, I recommend that you go and get Napoleon Hill's Think and Grow Rich, 13 Principles. But anyway, he talks to you about how to formulate your statement of purpose. And so that's the challenge for today. Let me know, are you going to try it out with me? Because I'll let you know how it goes for me. Oh, but also Jake Zusi, he was saying that even after 5 days, it's kind of silly to stop doing it. He says, you know, you start going back to the gym, you don't stop going to the gym after a month, you know, you keep going. And so he suggests that after the 5 days of 55, then you maybe continue to do it every day, 10 times a day. And so I thought to myself, okay, well, I'm going to do that. I'm going to add that to my challenge. I've got a 90-day challenge. Today is day 64 of 90. So I'm going to start out with the 55 for 5. And then after that, I'll bump it down to 10 times a day, every day, until the end of the 90-day challenge at least. And so for me, if you want to know what I'm working on, is I'm always working on money magic, which that's a whole nother story, because I've got a video that I'm going to be coming out with next. It's called How to Write Your Own Spell. And that's a whole nother story. But anyway, 5 for 55. And for me, I wrote, I'm so happy and grateful now that I'm making X amount of money every month. And write that for 55. And then what he was saying was, like, you know, if it's too much, start with something small, because you can always add to it later. So I'm going to start with a small amount of money. And then after I achieve that on a monthly basis, then I'll bump it up and I'll bump it up incrementally, because that's exactly what I'm doing with my whole life, is bumping everything up incrementally anyway. So I think it's a really great snowball effect of this auto suggestion. So anyway, 55 for 5. Okay, start it today. Let me know how it goes. And if you haven't already, I invite you to subscribe and hit the bell for notifications. Thanks, guys. Stay awesome.